Hi everyone and welcome to NameHero.com. In today's video, I want to do a tutorial on getting started with this and just some stuff to make your experience signing up and joining NameHero a lot easier, and kind of covering some of the most common questions that we get inside of our help desk and through our live chat and of course our phone calls. At NameHero, it's our goal to offer 5 for 5 or 10 for 10 customer service, whichever scale you want to rate it on. And part of that is by educating our customers when they come into NameHero on how to get the most out of their hosting account. So in this video, I want to show you, how you go about signing up for an account, and how to change your password, how to access your account, and basically everything you need to know to get started with us and to make your experience great. Now, of course, here at NameHero, we do offer 24/7 live chat, phone call support, and a ticket desk. So if you're on the main page of NameHero, you can scroll down here and you will see these support channels. We believe in superhero support 24/7. So you can click this link here and it will initiate a call on your computer. You can click here and this will start a live chat, or you can click here to enter the ticket desk. So either of those three options. Also at the top of the page here, you'll see our phone number if you'd rather pick up your cell phone and call. If you are in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, or Australia, you'll have a live chat link here. Anywhere else in the world, the live chat link will be right down here. So we do offer all those channels of support for sales and support questions. So feel free to reach out to our team at any time if you have questions. But if you watch this video, it should make your sign up a lot more pleasant of an experience. So here at NameHero, we are a high-speed cloud web host. So let me talk about that for a second. Many other web hosts in the industry offer standard shared web hosting, and this means that when you sign up with them, your account's provisioned on a dedicated server, and they partition that off so where multiple accounts are on that one server. With the old school dedicated servers, I like to call them, there's a lot of single points of failures, meaning that if the hard drive in the server goes out, then the server goes down. They have to take it offline and replace it. If the processor goes bad, or a stick of RAM in the server. So there's a lot of places for failure. At NameHero, we're different because our whole infrastructure is built in the cloud. This allows us to scale and resize resources in real time. So for example, if we need to add more hard drive space, we just scale it up inside the cloud. That same goes for processors, same goes for RAM. So it's a lot more of a reliable and redundant infrastructure. We also use only top-of-the-line hardware. So all of our web hosting accounts, they come with solid-state drives protected by RAID 10. So this is different from a lot of the other providers out there. The majority of them, they do offer like SSD drives, but they charge an upsell to that, or they call it something different. So at NameHero, it's all included, right? There's no upsell to get solid-state drives versus traditional hard drives. Again, everything's on the cloud. The cloud is not a separate product. That is the product here at NameHero. So I think that's the biggest difference than a lot of other providers, is we've built our platform to be high speed, reliable, redundant, and secure. So if you go through our website, you can read a lot of the fine print details on that, or really get an understanding of it. We've tried to spend a lot of time on each one of our packages, explaining each one. So I'll show you an example. At NameHero, right here on our main page, we highlight our three main products, and that is our web hosting packages, our reseller hosting packages, and our VPS hosting packages. So if you're looking for basic web hosting for your individual blog or for your business, you want to start here. Now, these are probably the most popular packages at NameHero, because these are just the basic web hosting. If you are a reseller, which this means if you're wanting to resell our web hosting, some entrepreneurs out there want to start their own hosting business. They want to use the cloud, so we provide a great opportunity if our reseller hosting packages. If you're a website developer, a marketing agency, and you have customers and you want to offer them hosting, this is a great product to get started. We power thousands of resellers all across the globe, and so essentially you're selling our same web hosting packages here using our same platform. So your customers, they'll never see NameHero, but you get to use the same NameHero platform. So basically it allows you to create a 100% white label platform. Our VPS hosting, this is for customers that have a little bit more of a demand. So maybe you're signing up for web hosting today, but then your website blows up or goes viral on Facebook. Then you find the need that you've just outgrown basic web hosting and need to upgrade. So you can easily upgrade to a VPS as your needs call for it. If you're a developer or you have a very large website and you know that basic hosting is not going to fit it, then you can start off with our VPS hosting. There's literally no site too big for our VPS hosting. We have all the way up to our Hero 8 gigabyte package, and if you need more than that, we can of course come up with custom solutions. But again, all three of these packages are built on top of our high-speed cloud. So it's this instant deployment. You can add resources. You can scale up, or you can even scale down based on your usage. So if you start off with a small VPS and you realize, well, I need to add more RAM or I need more disk space, then you can easily do that right inside of our interface. So that's our three main products. Now today, I'm primarily going to be talking about our basic hosting packages because I feel like this is a good starting point for most everyone looking for web hosting. But pretty much everything we're going to talk about today also applies to our reseller and VPS hosting packages. Everything's pretty much the sign up process, the getting your passwords and stuff's very similar. So I'm going to click on web hosting here. And this brings up all of our packages. So, what we do with these packages is it's based on the size of your website or your needs for web hosting. So, for example, if you're a startup, you're a new business, and you're just getting going, you need a website, you need it online. That's why we have the Starter Cloud package. If you're an individual and you're starting a blog, then you would want to select that as well. So it's for the beginner that's just getting started. You don't have a tremendous budget. Maybe you're not making money yet from your website, and so that's what the Starter Cloud does. It gets you online. Now, each one of our packages, the main difference between these packages is the amount of resources that you're allocated, as well as the resources we have allocated, as well as how many websites you can host. So for example, the Starter Cloud allows you to host one website. The Plus Cloud allows you to host 6 websites, and then the Turbo and Business are unlimited. So, if you're just getting started with one website, the Starter is great. But then if you think, well, maybe down the road I want to add another website, or maybe I have a personal blog and plus a business. So I think that's why our Plus Cloud package is very popular for those just getting started, because it just gives them that flexibility. If they need to add hosting for another site later down the road, they have that flexibility to do so. And then, of course, the Turbo and Business allows for unlimited and also more resources. So the resources that you're looking at here are CPU cores and RAM. So if you're technical, you probably understand what that means. But the more RAM and the more CPU cores you have access to, the faster your account's going to be, the faster your website's going to load. So the more visitors you get, the more resources it uses. If you're using WordPress and you have a lot of plugins, the more resources it's going to need. So to keep this simple for everyone, we have the suitable number of monthly visitors. Now, we don't limit you on visitors. If you get 10,000 visitors a month on the starter package, it's not going to cut off after that. We put that number so it just kind of gives you a ballpark figure of really, what package you need for your website. So, especially those that are moving over from another host, you can look at your Google Analytics and say, well, I got 10,000 visitors last month. Well, you probably want to start off with the Plus to allow you some room for growth. So it just takes into account the amount of resources on the package and what it's best suited for based on your visitors. If you're getting more than 50,000 visitors a month, that's a little bit more than 2,000 visitors a day, then you need to come up here to the Business Cloud. So you can really divide out how many daily visitors you get, or even look at the monthly visitors and choose your package that way. I will say at NameHero, the most popular packages are the Plus and the Turbo Cloud. These are the most popular ordered packages at NameHero. We do have some customers, just getting started that start off here, but even then, a lot of them say for, $2 more, they want to go with the Plus. And then the more established sites, they normally start off here at the Turbo, and then they can always upgrade to the Business Cloud package. So these two in the middle are the most popular, the very beginner here. And then, of course, if you have more than 50,000 visits a month, then you need to start off with the Business Cloud. And of course, if you're going to grow from there, you can go to our VPS line, which we can go to pretty much unlimited, based on whatever your needs are. If you're getting millions of visitors a day, then we can come up with a solution for you. We've done it for many other customers. Okay, so that's kind of the packages in a nutshell. We do have lots of different features here, and this video is more of a getting started versus explaining all the features. But a big difference from a lot of the other web hosts out there is we include a lot of stuff that other web hosts would charge for. Free SSL. Every package has free SSL certificates. It's free and automatic. There's no upsell, upcharge, anything like that. It includes the free SSD drives, solid state drives we talked about. They're also protected by a technology called RAID 10. RAID 10 basically mirrors the solid state drive in real time. So if there's a drive failure, your data is secured on that extra drive. We do have the Lightspeed web server, which again, this goes down to performance. Your site's going to load faster. Some web hosts out there, they charge a premium for faster web server, faster web speed. It's all standard here at NameHero. So we also have the Lightspeed caching plugin, which is fantastic for applications such as WordPress. It allows your site to load a lot quicker. We also have integrated with Cloudflare to offer their Railgun technology. If you were to go to Cloudflare on your own and purchase the package with Railgun, that's $200 a month. It's the Cloudflare business package. You can go look it up and look at that claim. But we have a partnership with Cloudflare to where that Railgun's included. So again, that's standard, no upsells or anything like that. And then we allow for unlimited park domains, subdomains, and email accounts, pretty standard stuff. But if you want to know more about these packages, I do invite you to read through our page here. Again, we have typed up a lot of stuff and a lot of information that talks about NameHero and how we are different and how our infrastructure is built. So if you want to understand exactly how NameHero is or why we're faster, you can go through and read through all this. Then you can learn about those features that I briefly discussed here, as well as the benefits of being on the cloud, and as well as individual account limits, so you can learn what limitations and stuff that your account has. Then of course we go through even more of the features here, and as well as some pre-installed software. We also display our ratings and uptime awards and all that stuff, as well as software and just a bunch of other stuff. We have tons of videos showing reviews and uptime, our support reviews, and how we work with WordPress and are integrated directly, as well as some of the features that we offer for WordPress that a lot of other companies charge for. There's some companies out there like WP Engine's a really popular one nowadays, and a lot of people will go to WP Engine because they have this managed WordPress hosting. So they charge kind of a premium for that buzzword, that managed WordPress buzzword. We don't charge a premium for that here at NameHero. It's all included. So we have all those same features that you'd find at a managed WordPress host, and we actually explain it in this video. So in this video right here on the page, so you can check that out as well. And I already talked about the 24/7 support through multiple channels. So now that you understand all that, if you have more pre-sale questions, there's one resource I invite you to check out. Now, of course, call us, hit us up on live chat, submit a ticket. But also, if you click on support, and I'm going to open it in another tab here, this brings you to our knowledge base. And we have a couple different things in here. First, this search box is your friend. You can type in anything in the search box, any question you may have, and it's going to get return information. So if you're wanting to talk about migration, maybe you're going to move your website over from another web host, you could type in migration here, and you get information on moving your stuff over to NameHero. So for example, how to move your websites and domains to NameHero. And you've got this full article, and I think we even have a video down here. So you can see there's a lot of information here that you can find. So, and as I said, you can feel free to give us a call, live chat, or ticket. But if you want to do your own research, so to speak, and then contact us and ask questions on that, I'm inviting you to do that because we do have a very extensive knowledge base on that stuff. So again, that's just another resource that you have. We have some categories here just where we try to organize this in a good fashion. We have some training stuff. So if you're wanting to get involved with reseller hosting, if you're a web developer or a marketing agency and you think that you might want to start offering reseller hosting, we have a course on that, and it's a several hour long course actually that you can register. That's 100% free. So regardless if you go with us at NameHero or not, you can use this course to your advantage. So I invite you to check that out even before you buy. It's free. You don't have to buy anything to have access to it. And that's same here with our VPS Hosting 101. if if you're kind of on the fence, is my website big enough for a VPS, or can I manage my own VPS, or and we do offer managed services, but you can read through what you need to know and understand that VPS hosting is probably not near as complicated as you think that it is, or once was. It used to be very complicated back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. A lot of providers, and they just gave you the VPS and then you had to do your own deal. So in this course, we show you everything we cover and then some extra stuff you can do, and show you it's really easy to get started. So that's a free course as well to become familiar with that. We have some more stuff here on reselling and reselling WordPress hosting, as well as our YouTube channel. Now at NameHero, that's this video I'm recording now, is going to go on our YouTube channel. So we've spent a lot of time with our YouTube channel, so we're very active on here. So I invite you to come over here and click subscribe if you're on YouTube, and you'll notice we have tons of videos on reseller hosting, WordPress hosting, VPS hosting. We've even got some playlists on those, and we try to update this quite frequently too. So we believe at NameHero that the better we educate our customers, the better their experience is. So one way we can do this quickly is through YouTube, because we can share a screen and, kind of share our experience with stuff. We compare ourselves to other web hosts, and so all kinds of information. So if you're, just getting started with this, this is a good resource to have. If you have pre-sale questions, check it out. If you want to see how we compare to other hosts, I think this is a 2-hour long comparison against SiteGround. So, lots of different resources on our YouTube channel. If I head back over here, we have common issues. If you're just getting signed up, here's some of the most popular questions that we are asked. So check those out as well. Once you get your account online, if you notice something that is you're having an error, here's some of the most common errors upon signing up. If you're a reseller, some common issues that come up with that. We do have some guides as well. It's setup guide, complete setup, WordPress hosting business. So check out those. And then we have the most popular articles. And again, this is just based on which one of the help desk or knowledge base articles are most frequently accessed. So, this is what a lot of people access. We then have a blog. And that's down here. These are the most recent posts on our blog. So if I click one of them, I'll do it in another window. You can see I head over here. Our blog is called Startup, and it's namehero.com/startup. And it's kind of a separate site. So it's in a different section of the NameHero website. If you click home, you'll see what I'm talking about. And our startup blog is geared around entrepreneurs. So, me personally, being the CEO of NameHero, I've been running and operating online businesses since December 28th, 1998. So literally going on 20 years here. And so what I try to do through our startup blog is, this is kind of my personal section of NameHero, where I try to relay my experience of working online for 2 decades and try to help you with your business. So regardless of what type of business you have, you should be able to pick up some golden nuggets on this blog. So if you click, we have the courses and the abouts, kind of what I'm talking about, but the blog is here. And you'll just find, all the blog posts there. So I encourage you to subscribe or check this daily, because no matter what your business is, if it's an online business, you'll probably find some golden nuggets on our blog. Even if it's just to optimize the speed of your WordPress, disable double-click in Google Analytics. So, any question you have regarding your website, even not even hosting related, you'll find some good stuff in here. Once again, we also have a search box here. So, outside of the knowledge base, this is a good search too, but also the search on our blog is very helpful. You can even get on Google and just type the question in Google, followed by NameHero, and you'll also find that. So you have a couple of different places that you can look for your answers. So, check out our blog. We have a resource page. A lot of our guides too are syndicated under resources here. How to start a blog, our Resell Hero book, and our reselling WordPress guide too. So lots of different content and material, to answer your pre-sale questions, your technical questions, and literally there's nothing that we have not answered that comes through the ticket desk inside one of these places. The YouTube channel, the knowledge base, and the blog. And because that's me personally, I review all the chats that come in. I listen to the phone calls. I look at the ticket desk every single day, and we're developing this content based on that. So this all comes based on customer feedback. So again, if you want to, you're free to contact our support. We welcome that. But of course, if you want to look up answers to common stuff, you should be able to find the answer in one of these places. So kind of keep all that in mind as you get started with us here at NameHero. That's a good starting point. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate now how to sign up with a web hosting account, and then I'll show you about how to access cPanel, how to change your password, how to access emails we've sent, and all that good stuff. So for my site, I'm going to go with probably arguably the most popular package that we have, our Plus Cloud. So I'm just going to click it here to begin the sign up process. Now, when I go to sign up, there's a couple things that I want you to be aware of. First things first, let's talk about the pricing that you see here at NameHero. So if I look at the pricing, I see a monthly rate here. And right now we're running our fast fall sale. We're about to switch over to our winter sale. So when you watch this video, it might be a little different, but we typically run sales based on the season of the year, when you're coming online. Our sales are typically for new customers. So if you're coming online, this is a discount to welcome you to us here at NameHero. You can see the normal price is up here and the discounted price is here. Now, if I go down here, I can see it's a special intro offer, and I can read more about the pricing here at NameHero. So I can read, and we've got a video on that as well. But this is showing the price based on a 36-month term. So at NameHero, we reward our customers. The longer you sign up, the more you'll save, because all of our promotions are based on the first invoice only. So if you sign up for 36 months, that's one invoice, and you save the most that way. So please understand that when you go to sign up, that's what this pricing shows. Now, when I go to sign up for Plus, we'll see it. So let's go to the next page and I'll show you. All right, so to get started here, we have free domain registrations for .com, net, org, mobi, us, biz, and .co.uk. So those are the most popular TLDs. If you're going to be starting a new website, you can register one of these domains free of charge for the first year. If you're coming over from GoDaddy, Bluehost, HostGator, you can transfer your domain free of charge for the first year. So let's say you've paid for your domain for a couple years at GoDaddy and you want to move it to NameHero. You don't lose any of the time you've already paid at GoDaddy. That time will carry over, plus it'll extend it another year. So that's, again, free of charge with all hosting packages you sign up for a year plus. And that's for our basic hosting and our reseller hosting. But you have to sign up for at least 1 year to take advantage of that offer. But that's a savings of about $12.98, a little bit more if you go with the .net. So once again, that's about $1 a month savings. So you can go ahead and consider that in the pricing. So to get started here, the first option is to register a new domain. So if you're starting a new website, this is where you would enter it and check. So I would maybe type in NameHero 18, click check. And this would tell me if the name is available that I want or not. We do have an instant domain search engine, so you might want to use this because a lot of people like this because it's in real time. I can search, just type in my query here, and then it comes up, is the .com available, .com, .net, org, co. So, all the different TLDs. So it's a lot faster than this one here. So you can use that to kind of, get an idea, and then you can come over here and register it. So it's up to you, but we have developed that instant domain search to make your domain shopping fun, exciting, and, really quick too. So make sure you use that if you're buying a new domain. Now, if you're going to transfer your name, let's say you are moving from HostGator, GoDaddy, or whatnot, you would just enter in your domain here. And once again, the .com, net, org, mobi, us, biz, .co.uk, those are free transfers for the first year. So you could type in your current domain here, select the TLD, and click transfer. Now, the third option, this says that you're going to you already have your domain. The third option says that your domain's already registered. And this could be at GoDaddy, another web host, Namecheap, or maybe you even have your domain registered at NameHero already. And so you would choose this option if you don't want to move your domain anywhere. You just want to use your current domain, and you're going to update your own name servers. So when you purchase web hosting, we give you a set of unique name servers, and this is what connects the web hosting to your domain. So if the domain's at GoDaddy, after you get your hosting, you would have to log in at GoDaddy and change those name servers. So that's what option 3 is. I would say most of our customers, they either register a new domain or they transfer their domain, because again, that as long as you're signed up for a year, that transfer or registration is free. So most people, they want to take advantage of that, and especially if you're getting hosting with us, it's a lot easier to handle all of your support issues if your domain is with us as well. And in that way, you only have to worry about paying at one place. You don't have to worry about paying GoDaddy once a year and NameHero. Everything's in one place. So most customers, they choose option 1 or option 2. So whatever your situation is, that might pertain to you. Now, for for my demo here, my domain's already inside my NameHero account, so I'm going to use option 3. And again, if that pertains to you too, maybe you registered your domain with us at GoDaddy or here at NameHero, and you weren't ready for hosting yet, so you could enter your domain here and add the hosting. So my example is keydiets.com. Again, it's already in my NameHero account, so I'm going to click Use. Okay, so that brings me to our next screen where we can configure. And now we're going to get a chance to go through that pricing that we talked about briefly. So first, we have selected the Plus Cloud package, and this kind of summarizes in a nutshell what we're getting, what we're signing up for. Next, we got to choose that billing cycle. Now, the first thing is you'll see discounts apply on checkout. So we're currently running that fall promotion. So if we go back to our web hosting page, we'll see the coupons Fast Fall. And it's going to automatically apply on the checkout screen. So these are the prices before the discount is added. So these are our normal prices, so to speak. So you can see the Plus Cloud, you can sign up for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. But the best price is on 3 years. We did a lot of case studies here at NameHero before we decided to price our hosting like this. And what we found is by doing it this way, we have a lot less billing issues when it comes to that recurring charge. And let me explain that. What we used to do when we started NameHero, we started out doing month-to-month billing. And so what we found is when you're doing month-to-month billing at $5 or $9 or $3, that's good and all at first. But what we saw a lot of is after 3 or 4 months in, someone's credit card would expire. Their credit card would maybe get a decline for some reason or another. The expiration date would go bad, or there'd be something would happen, and then the service would suspend. And we're talking $3, $4, $5 here. There was a huge processing fee, so there's all these variables in that month to month. So at NameHero, the only packages that go month to month with our basic hosting is our Turbo and Business. The Starter and the Plus are only available yearly, and so it's because it's these small charge amounts. We're able to offer it a higher discount by going for a year. And then if you want to go for 3 years, you can save even more. You can save almost $2, not almost, you do save $2 a month by going for 3 years. So that really starts to add up. I personally recommend going to 36-month because that's the more you save, right? If you're going to have a website, why not save the most? And then if you decide 2 years in, I need a VPS, you don't lose anything you've paid. We will add that to your VPS and you'll get a credit. So anytime you want to upgrade, you can always apply that credit you've already paid for. So you never lose those funds. That's what I recommend doing. And again, if you're a small business or an individual, you only have to worry about renewing your hosting once every 3 years. I mean, and that's a great thing, right? You don't have to worry about paying each month, each year. You don't have to worry about that card expiring. Just once every 3 years, you make the payment and it's done. So that's how I like to do it. And our customers, we've received a lot of feedback from that as well. And it works out as a really good option. So, it's your choice. We give you that option. If you'd want to go just year to year, it is $11.99 once the promo expires. So, today we do have this fast fall promo. So the longer you sign up, the more you're going to save. So that's why I like the 36-month billing as well. Okay, next you have the option to add additional backups. So at NameHero, we offer complimentary nightly backups, but we only offer 1 day's retention. So that means if it's Saturday, your backup ran last on Friday. So you have Friday's backup all Saturday. On Sunday, Friday's backup's removed, and we have Saturday's backup. So you have that 1 day retention. For a lot of people, they say, that's fine, I just need 1 day. Well, some people, they might not realize they need that backup till 3 days down the road. When Tuesday gets here, they say, well, shoot, I need Saturday's backup or I need Friday's backup. So if you want to have that, you can have 30 days of backups by going with Drop My Site. So at NameHero, we didn't want to shove a bunch of extra cost into the package or the price of the package. We want to give you an option because we believe in transparency and flexibility at NameHero. So this is to add 30 days of backups, and this is based on the space you need per month. So a lot of people, they just start with 5 gigabytes for $1.99 a month. I mean, that's a lot of space, not very expensive at all. And, this way it's not added in the price, it's not crammed down your throat, so to speak. If you want to do your own backup deal, you can. But if you want to add those here, we have it implemented. It's just $1.99 a month. So it's up to you if you want to add them or if you don't. But the option is there. If you want more than 1 day's retention, you can add it right here. And you can always upgrade this at any time. If you hit the 5 gigabytes, you can always go to 10 gigabytes, double for just $1 more a month. So, I recommend just starting with the 5 gigabytes. If you want to handle your own backups, or if 1 day's data is worth good enough for you, then that's fine. Okay, add-ons. I'm not big on adding on and upsells at NameHero, so we try to have everything in there, everything in our package as far as the features are concerned. But again, if you want more backups, you do have that option. And also with the dedicated IP address, this is just one question. Are you going to use email with your account or not? Nowadays with G Suite, Zoho, and all these other third-party mail applications, a lot of customers, they say, I'm not going to be using the email. We just need the WordPress hosting, or we just need the web hosting. We don't need email. So that's why we make the dedicated IP address optional, because if you're going to be using G Suite, you don't need one of these, right? Because G Suite or Google Apps, formerly called, will be handling your email, or Zoho Mail, or whoever else you're using. But if you do want to add email, the email is going to be there, but if you want to add a dedicated IP address, this allows you to have the highest level of email deliverability. So meaning that when you're sending emails out, it makes it to the inbox. With shared web hosting, see, for a long time, people would sign up, they wouldn't get a dedicated IP, and they'd say, well, why is my email not being delivered, or why is it going to the spam folder? Well, that's because it's using a shared IP address. So we give you the option to buy a dedicated IP address, and this gives the illusion to the network that your website's on a dedicated server. So from that IP address, just your website is using it. So it looks like it's on a dedicated server, and email clients trust that the most, and that way you will have the highest level of email deliverability. So again, it's up to you. If you're sending emails, if you're sending a lot of emails, or using your account for work emails or business emails, I do recommend going with this. You can always add it later. You can come back. It's $29.95 a year. It's less than $250 a month. So that's really up to you if you want to add it or not. But normally I say email, yes or no. Yes, grab it. No, then don't worry about it. Okay, so we'll continue on here. So now we've got our summary. So you can see our Plus Cloud hosting for 3 years. We added the backups in, and it was $1.99 a month, but for 3 years it comes to $71.64. So here's our total price. We did add the dedicated IP address for email, $29.95 a year, and this is billed each year. And then we have our summary. I guess it's also important to mention our promo code did attach here. So we can see the fast fall promo that we're running here. It automatically attached to our order, and it's going to save us $172.51. So, this is why I recommend going with 3 years, because you save the most with it. So that cuts the price almost in half with your first 3 years. So you can see our subtotal is $461.23, but today you're going to save $172.51. And going forward, your dedicated IP is $29.95, and the hosting every 3 years is $431.28. But for the first 3 years, it's $288.72. So we have all this nice summary here so you can break it down. So you can see your first 3 years, you really get to try us out here at NameHero. Really get to experience the power of the cloud, our customer service and support. And then in 3 years, you should know if you want to continue renewing with us or not. And I'd say a lot of our customers, they do choose to renew with us here at NameHero, especially after they experience that 99.9% uptime, as well as our customer service and satisfaction, because it's very important to us that your website's online, and we also help you out when you need it. Okay, so once we've got all that, we just go to the checkout and we complete our checkout. So this is just a very standard checkout form. If you already have your NameHero account, let's say you've got another account with us, or you've registered a domain before, you can click already registered, and you can log in to pay. If you're creating a new account, then you just need to fill out this information. Basic stuff here: first name, last name, email, phone number. If you're out of the United States, select your country here. If you have a company name, put it in here. It's optional though. The street address, and this is for if you're using a credit card specifically. This is going to need to be that billing address, okay? So, make sure that you are using the correct billing address for that credit card. This is how we verify that order for fraud purposes. So street address, city, your state. If you're out of the United States, then you can enter, or you can select it here. So, let us know down here which, what that is for you. Your postcode, and of course the city. Additional information. The only thing that confuses some people, one, we like to know where you came from. So, if you would share that with us, that's great. That just lets us know, where you saw us and where you're coming from. We do appreciate that greatly, but if you don't want to, you don't have to tell us. Support pin, this confuses some people, so I wanted to cover it. This is just used to identify you if you call in or you hit us up on live chat. It's just a way we can validate you are who you say you are. So you just make this up. It's a unique pin. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. It's a 4-digit pin. So any 4-digit numerical value will work here. This is nothing that we have to give you. This is what you give to us, just so we know when you call in that you are who you say you are. So it's to keep your account secure. This is so someone else can't call in and say, hey, I'm the owner of NameHero. Can I have access to my account? They'll say, well, what's your support pin? You don't know it, then you might also have to verify some other information. But it's just a security thing. So please fill that out. At the end, we accept credit cards. I would say that's probably the most popular form of payment here, so that's why it goes first. If you want to use PayPal, you can. Just click PayPal, and it'll go to the next screen to allow you to log into your PayPal account and send that. We also offer Coinbase. So if you're a cryptocurrency person, I'm a big crypto nerd, so I like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. What else is it? Litecoin. You can pay with all those methods of payment using Coinbase. Even if you don't have Coinbase and you just have a Bitcoin address, you can use your current Bitcoin wallet wherever it is. Even if you're in another exchange, you can send it to our Coinbase merchant account and pay for your order that way. We're seeing a lot more of that as crypto gets more and more popular out there, so that's always an option too. Like PayPal though, when you go to the next screen, it's going to give you the details on how to complete that payment. So PayPal and Coinbase, the next screen will show you how to complete. The credit card is right here, and so you can enter your number. We accept Visa, all of them right here. Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and of course we have PayPal and then the Discover card. So if you can support any of those 4 credit cards, or of course PayPal, you can use your bank account. They even have their working capital, which we support too, and then Coinbase for crypto. So we have 3 different ways that you can pay, and also you can always use this to renew your invoice or renew your account. If you want to renew with crypto, you can always do that, or PayPal or what have you. Finally, we have our terms of service. I recommend checking that out, before you sign up with us. And this way, before you sign up what we allow and what we do not allow. The times that I've gotten personally cursed out the most is about adult content. We don't allow adult content here at NameHero. And if I search for it, it's in our acceptable use. So, okay, hold on. In our terms of service, we have these policies here. So acceptable use is the content we allow. So if we go down here, 0 tolerance adult content policy. And this tells you all about that. That tells you all about that right here. As well as other content we do not allow. So, at NameHero, we have policies. Of course, there's going to be policies about hosting, what we allow, what we do not allow. So this is all that good stuff in here. If you're hosting a questionable content, check this out so you can see if we offer it or not, if we allow it to host it or not. So this way, there's no confusion. You don't get signed up and then get mad. I've seen this a lot with the adult, unfortunately, is people sign up and then they don't read it, and then they find out we don't offer it, and then they get mad, but they didn't read it. But it does say right here during sign up, I have read. So, I get it. I don't always read this stuff either, but when you're signing up with hosting, just understand what we do allow and what we don't allow. If you're going to be hosting adult content, of course, you need to check out, this is a provider offer that, because of course, local and national laws are different everywhere. So you want to check that out. And if you read nothing else from too, please look at our payment and refund policy too. We do offer 30 days money back. But please check this out so you can see the terms of that. The refunds are limited to 1 per customer. If you sign up for 5 hosting packages, you don't get 5 refunds. We do have a setup fee, so that's not included in the refund if you decide you want one. It doesn't include additional services or domain registrations. So, if you register a domain, and even if you got the free domain registration, unfortunately, we can't refund that because they're final. You have to submit a refund request if you do cancel with us, and that's just so our billing team can help you track it. And you also have to request that refund within 31 days of canceling your account. So you have 31 days to submit it, and then we have 31 days to send it back. And of course, unfortunately, if you violate our terms or acceptable use, we cannot, unfortunately, process a refund for those as well. So, check that out, as well as late invoices. Some people get mad about this. We don't provide invoice extensions at NameHero, and that's how that works in a promo pricing. So, just check out this stuff before you get through this, because this will answer all of your questions, so you don't have to worry about it later on before you even make your payment. NameHero for me will check out all this, and once you agree to this, then you can check it and go about your way. So make sure you do check it out. It's there for a reason. I get it. I sign up for stuff all the time, and I don't want to read this. But then again, if I don't read it, then I am bound, because I did say I read it. I am bound to that agreement. So, please, let's just be upfront, transparent. Everyone be on the same page before you get started with this here at NameHero. So I'm going to go ahead and complete my payment. Once I do, I will show you the inside of our dashboard and how to change your password, how to enable two-factor, and how to access your account and all that good stuff. So just hang on 1 second. All right, once you complete your payment, you're going to see a screen that looks like this. So at NameHero, we are obsessed with customer service and satisfaction. We really do want to help you. That's why I personally started NameHero, is because I used to operate this internet marketing discussion forum. It was like a private forum where we did coaching and mentoring for advertising and marketing online. So basically, people would sign up and they'd get this marketing advice. One thing I found while operating that business is I had no web host to recommend to my customers, or to my students, if you will. Because when you're marketing online, you obviously need a web host. It's a big part of it. We couldn't find one to recommend them, because it seemed like all of them had abandoned customer service. So at NameHero, we're really high up on offering that really good customer service, because I was very frustrated several years ago when I couldn't find that. So that's why I built NameHero in the first place. That's kind of the culture we live by. So with that said, we have this brief survey. Some people actually get mad because they don't want to see this. And if you're the type, you're like, well, I just got started, I don't want this, just click the X. It goes away. You'll never see it again. Don't worry about it. But if you do want to share your experience, we certainly do appreciate the 5 stars. You do have the opportunity to leave a testimonial, just 50 characters. This will be shown to other people who might be getting ready to sign up with NameHero. So, if this video helped you, or if the content on our site helped you, or anything, our blog or whatnot, feel free to let other people know here. We live in a review-based culture. Me personally, I go to Walmart, Target, the mall, and I'm always Googling the reviews, or even restaurants, to see what other people have to say. So, we recommend you paying it forward, if you'd be so kind to do so. But again, it's not required. If you leave your name and email, this is just to follow up with your order. This isn't to try to upsell you or market to you. We won't send you crap email with that. But again, if you don't want to do it, just click the X and it goes away. All right, so now we are at the order confirmation. If you're seeing this screen, the order went through successfully. You'll also get a confirmation email. All right, so let's go to the main client interface, and let's talk about this for a second. This is the client dashboard. So this is where you manage all of your account with us here at NameHero. Now, once you're logged in, if you click the NameHero logo, it will default to this. Okay, so instead of the main NameHero page, it goes to here once you're logged in. So you can easily manage your products and services. So at the top, you kind of have quick links. Your hosting packages are under Cloud Web Hosting. Your domains are under Domains. We have a nice thing here for tickets. So if you open a support case or a pre-sale case, it's there, as well as your invoices, so your billing invoices. So those are quick links. That search box that I talked about earlier that's on our support page here, our knowledge base, it's right here as well. So any question that you have, this search box here is put right here. So really, any question you have, feel free to type it in this box and click search, and you can find something about it. So, if you want to type in reseller, all kinds of reseller information right here. So, and you can even get specific about it. So, feel free, if you have questions, type them in this box. That's why it is there. You are welcome to reach out to the support though, but you have that option. If you have any domains expiring, which you can see in my demo account, I've got some coming up. You'll have, important notices here. This shows my active products and services. So, all this stuff here is shown here. My recent support tickets are shown here, so kind of quick links. And to open a ticket, I can click here. The affiliate program, this is our legacy program, so I'll show you our new program now. This is actually going to be gone here at the end of 2018, so you can ignore this. If you want to register a new domain, some people like to register them quickly. You can do it right here. where of course you got domains at the top. And then you have our recent news. So we type a newsletter each month, which our latest one's about to come out soon. So if you want to read those, you can click view all and even read the archived ones that come out. So again, we have a newsletter every month at NameHero that just talks about what's going on at NameHero, some new features, tips, tricks, and what have you. Okay, so with that said, the first thing I want to talk about is enabling two-factor on your account. So again, this has a lot of stuff, right? It's got your hosting package, your domains, and all that stuff. So what I recommend doing when you first get your account online is going over here, hovering here, and clicking Security Settings. And I'm going to open it in another tab here. This is two-factor authentication. So this means when you go to log in at NameHero, you enter your username and your password. Your username is your email and then your password. But then this also requires you to use an app on your smartphone that populates a 6-digit unique PIN code each time you log in. And so this way, if someone figures out your username or password, they cannot get in still, because the only person that has this two-factor code is you on your phone. So I highly, highly recommend that. If it's disabled, it would be red, and this would be green. It's enabled on my demo account, actually. So you just click the green button to enable it. And we also have tutorials. Again, if you use that search box, it will show you how to do that. But I recommend checking that out and turning that on. Single sign-on, this allows you the access to go to your billing stuff all from cPanel. It's by default on there, but if you have to give someone access to your cPanel, maybe a developer, you could turn that off so they couldn't have access to that information. So that's just up to you, but it is default on. If you need to change your details, that's not uncommon. So you can go to My Account, My Details. You can see first name and last name. You actually have to contact us to change that. But if you need to change your address, your city, your email, your payment method, your default, you can do that here. You need to change that support PIN or your phone number. Any of your details can be changed inside of here. Your billing information, this is for your credit card. If you chose to pay with credit card, you would make sure your card is on file here. So you want to make sure your payment method, if your default method is credit card, then you want to make sure you have a valid credit card on hand, which is done in billing information. So if you need to update that, you can update this here as well. You have an option to set up sub-accounts. So let's say if you have a developer, or if you have a business partner or an employee, and you want to give them access to your NameHero account, you could create them an account, a sub-account inside of here. And this shows what you allow them to access. So you kind of, what emails can they have, to activate it as a sub-account, what can they see and what can they not? Can they, view your products or services? Can they view quotes? Can they place new orders? All that stuff, and as well as setting up their password. So, that's very useful if you have other people in your organization, so you don't have to give out your own account information. And change your password, you can change it right here. So again, this is under My Account, change password. You have to use your existing password and put your new one in here and confirm it in there. And then security settings, once again, it's that two-factor auth. And then you also have your email history. So if I click on this, all the emails that are sent to your email are archived inside of here. So if you ever, delete an email, or maybe you didn't get the email or what have you, all the emails at NameHero are archived in here. So anytime you're looking for one, you can even search right here. So if I type in new, all my new accounts, and this is a demo account, so there's a lot of them. But you can always search through there, or if I wanted to do, I don't know if, invoice, yeah. So if you're searching for invoice emails, new account information, so make sure you use that. And when you click it, you can click on it, and it'll show you the email itself. So you get all the details of it here. Okay, so make sure that you check that out if it's needed. But that way you never lose an email because we archive them all. So that's in a snapshot. That's all of this information here. So let's go back to the main interface though, and I'll show you how to access your hosting account. So once you're certain you're good on your security and all that, we can look at the hosting package we just ordered by clicking on Cloud Web Hosting. I've got 3 accounts in here. Now, if you just signed up, you probably just have one. If you have more, you can always search here or use this toggle to go to the next page. But anyways, I signed up for the Plus Cloud package for Key Diet, so I'll click on it. And this is the dashboard for that hosting package. So this tells me everything about this hosting package in a snapshot, okay? I can visit my website. Since I said I want to use my existing name, and my name is at NameHero, I'll have this green button that says Manage Domain. So I can click on it and go to my domain section here at NameHero. And this is where I can change my name servers. So remember, when I signed up, I said I would update my name servers. And I just need to make sure my name servers match the name servers of my hosting account. So in this box here is my hosting account information. So I would make sure that I'm using these. Now, so NS47 and 48, and they do. So I'm all set here. Now, if my domain was at GoDaddy or Namecheap or somewhere else, I would actually need to log in there and change my name servers to match the name servers of the hosting package. So that's, again, the name servers are what connects the web hosting to your domain. And this is where you find out which ones that you are using. Now, remember, when you change your domain to name servers, there's a period called DNS propagation. This takes about 24 all the way up to 48 hours to happen across the world. So I recommend changing your name servers late at night or on the weekend, just to make sure they get changed everywhere, and your visitors don't even notice a difference. So again, Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, I recommend doing name server changes in those hours. As you use disk space and bandwidth, it will show up here. It says last updated nothing because we just signed up, but as the disk usage happens, it will show here. If you want to order a dedicated IP address or another one, well, you can't order another one if you already ordered one, but if you need to order one, you can do it right here. So remember, we said email yes, no, you didn't do it, you want to order it later on, you can add it on here. We have some quick shortcuts. These are for cPanel. So, if you want to quickly create an email account, an email forward, an autoresponder, go to File Manager, or any of the other quick cPanel features, you can access them right here. You can even create a quick email account here. And then we've got our billing overview. I did a test account, so I didn't pay anything. But this will show your first payment. This will show you what the recurring amount is. It shows your billing cycle, your payment method, when you signed up, and when it's next due. So this is all the information. Sometimes in our support desk, we get questions. When's my next due date? How much does it cost? It's all in here under your billing overview, right here on the main page. Okay, so that's that. Just kind of a snapshot of your account. What you want to do to access cPanel. cPanel is the control panel that we use that powers your website. And most all popular web hosts out there use cPanel in some form or another. So if you're moving over from GoDaddy or HostGator or Bluehost, they also have cPanel. And so cPanel allows you to manage everything with your web hosting package. So to log into that, under Actions, we'd click Log into cPanel. And you can see it brings it right up here. And so, again, there's no need to re-enter your username and password. It is important to note, though, your cPanel username and password is different than your NameHero username and password. So when you signed up, if we go back to emails, you'll notice new account information. This email here is going to be the welcome email. And it might not even show because this is a really old account. I have to go to the end of it. You will have, when you first sign up at NameHero, you have a NameHero username and password. I think it's just called welcome. I've got too many in here to show it, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to show it in this account here. So when you first sign up, you have NameHero username and password. But your cPanel username and password is unique. It will be found in your new account information because, and you can see it, here it is. So here's my new account I just signed up for. My cPanel username and password's here. Under login details is right here. Now, if you come from the NameHero interface, you can easily just click login to cPanel and you don't have to type it in. So as long as you're into your NameHero account, which is why I recommended the two-factor, you can get to it easily. But if you just want the cPanel login, that information is inside that email. Whoops, and I just pulled it out here. But it's inside this email here, and I'll go back to this here in a second. And you've also got the direct URL to cPanel. So if you just want to go to cPanel, you click that link there and log in. So different from NameHero's login, it is unique per cPanel. So keep that in mind, and that is in that welcome email. So let's go back to here. Okay, so keep that in mind. I like just to log in through NameHero. That makes it easy. But again, this is why I recommended having two-factor on your account. So make sure that you do if you're, because if someone gets in your NameHero account, they can get into your cPanel as well. Okay, so with that said, here is cPanel. It's pretty basic, just like if you've used cPanel in the past. You have all your file functions, your billing and support, your databases, domains, emails, metrics, security, software, advanced, preferences, software, Softaculous apps installer, and your backup administration. Remember, these are the complimentary nightly backups are right here. The 30 days backups are actually under software, and we can just type in website, and you can see website backup. These are the drop my site extra backups that are on the account. So anything you need to do to your account can be taken care of inside of cPanel. You can use the search to quickly search for stuff. But again, this is what I really like our tutorials about in our knowledge base. So every single one of these features, we have articles, videos, and stuff about. So if there's something you're not sure about, type it into our knowledge base here, and you can learn more about it on what to do. To your right is the detailed information about the account. You can see the username, your domain, the IP address that your account's using. Now, if you got a dedicated, it will show dedicated on here. The home directory, the last login IP address, you can check and see if someone else is in your account. The cPanel theme, we just have the one, so you can't change it. You can click server information. This will show you about the server that you're on. It shows you the default PHP version. We use Lightspeed, not Apache, but Lightspeed is a drop-in replacement, so Apache retains its information. cPanel version, the server name, the package. We're all Linux hosting here, no Windows. The IP address, path to send mail, Perl, the Perl version, the kernel version we're using. This will show you service information all about the server, what's up, what's not up, which of course everything is up and loading, but this shows you all that good information right here. So, at NameHero, we try to be as transparent as we can, so give you all that information. This shows you your account usage that we signed up for, the inodes or files. This is the main limitation factor on our shared or our basic hosting. You're allowed to have up to 250,000 files. You can see the new account only has 132. Most websites don't go over 10,000 inodes or files, so very rarely will you hit this limit. If you do, the business and turbo packages allow for 500,000 inodes, so you can always upgrade that. Disk usage is unlimited, bandwidth unlimited. You can have 6 domains and unlimited everything else. Here's that CPU usage as well as that RAM usage as well. So, and of course we have entry process limits, IOPS, IO usage, and number of processes. And you can check out our site if you want to get the nitty gritty on those. But this is based on those visitors. And that's why we have that suitable visitors on our hosting package when you sign up. But that is cPanel. Now, if you want to change your cPanel password, you can type in password or pass and go to password and security. And this is where you would change that here. Okay, so you would type in that old password, and once again, that would be in your email. So if we go to email history, we would see that in the welcome email to the account. That's where we could change. And this is the cPanel password. This does not change your NameHero password. Because remember, some big customers at NameHero, they have many, many, many cPanel accounts. They have many hosting packages. So this is just for this one cPanel here. It's not for the entire NameHero account. I also recommend two-factor for cPanel. If you type in two, you can see two-factor authentication. You can set this up here. And again, this is for cPanel, not NameHero. I recommend setting it up on NameHero, but you can also set it up on cPanel individually. So, those are two important things that you may want to do. Change your password or set up two-factor on cPanel. But these are unique, different from NameHero. So keep that in mind, but that is how you do it. If I head back to my account here, again, I can log into webmail. If I create an email account for my web hosting, this is where I can access it. And I can actually bookmark this URL here, and I can always come to this to log into my email, if I want to do it through my browser. Unless some people like to set up iMail. They like to use their cell phones to use email. But if you want to access your email in your browser, that's how it's done. Here's your password link. Now remember, this is for your NameHero account. If you want to upgrade or downgrade your package, you would do it here. If you want to upgrade to the turbo package or the business package, you could do it right inside of here. And this is great. If you want to add more resources to your account, you can do it right there. As soon as you pay, you have instant access to those resources. That's great if you have an article or a website that goes viral and you need more RAM. You can easily add it right there inside the interface. Upgrade and downgrade options. Remember, we set up the drop my site backups. We said we wanted 5 gigabytes. If we wanted to add more, or if we wanted to discontinue backup, we could. But this is where that's taken care of too. So we discontinue, make the payment, and then that would be upgraded as well. If you want to cancel your account, of course, we hate to see you go, but we understand sometimes it's, you're closing your business or, things didn't work out. So again, we hate to lose your business here at NameHero. And if there's anything we can do to help retain it, let us know. Tell us in the support area, what can we do to retain your business? What is it that you're looking for? And, within reason, we try to accommodate, we try to help. Now, unfortunately, our pricing's our pricing. We're never going to be the cheapest web host out there. There's always going to be a web host that's cheaper. I get tired of looking at web hosts out there because there is so many options. But we really do feel like, we are extremely high performing, reliable, secure, and helpful web host out there. So, if there's something that we can do to help you, let us know. And we'd be more than willing to try to sort that out for you. But if you do need to cancel, this is where you do it. And, your account will automatically rebill unless you do cancel it. So, and because, of course, if your account's running and you don't want it to discontinue, we wouldn't cancel it automatically. So you actually have to log in and cancel your account if you want to cancel it. We ask you to let us know why, if you are going to be leaving. This allows us to better tailor our services to you. This allows our management to review, what happened, so we know. And then also we have a domain on this too. So this tells us there's a domain associated. Do you not want to cancel the domain? So this will let you know, if you don't want to cancel the domain, check this. If you do, uncheck this. And this tells you the cancellation. Do you want to cancel right now or at the end of the billing period? So end of billing period would mean this is a 3-year hosting package. It just means at the end of 3 years, you want to cancel it. Or if you want to cancel it now, you do immediate, and then you would request cancellation. Now, this is not a refund box. You would have to actually open a ticket with billing to request that. But again, that is in accordance to our payment policy and within the first 30 days of your account. Outside of 30 days, we can only do account credit. We cannot process refunds outside of 30 days. Apologize for that, but that's just an accounting policy, or it would be an accounting nightmare. Okay, so that's how our hosting area works. If you registered a domain with us, it's kept inside of here. I briefly highlighted that with the Key Diets domain. If I click my domain, I can access some important information such as, one, I can see when it was registered, when it's due next, how much is the recurring amount. Remember, if you signed up for a year at NameHero or greater, the first payment was $0. Here's what it's going to recur at, my payment method, the status. I have some quick links here. If I want to auto renew it, it's enabled by default. If I wanted to disable auto renew, I would disable it here. Now, we do this we automatically enable auto renew because people don't want to lose their domains, because if you have a good domain, someone else is going to register it and you lose it. So we automatically enable the auto renewal so you don't lose your name. If you want to disable that, you would do it here. Name servers, this is where we change those name servers to match our hosting package. If you registered or transferred your domain, these will automatically fill in for you. But if you chose option 3, saying you update your name servers, this is where you would do that. Registrar lock. Some domains, or a lot of domains have a registrar lock, and this just makes sure the name cannot be transferred out. It's just another level of security. It's enabled by default, but if you have a domain that you want to transfer, if you're transferring it out, you would need to disable it here. But you want to make sure this is enabled if it's possible on your domain. Add-ons, this is for your domain. ID protection is a huge one. So if you want to add ID protection, it protects your personal information to reduce the spam. It's $2.98 a year, so very cheap, but you can add that. These other two options, these aren't needed if you have hosting with us. But if you just have your domain with us and you want to manage the DNS or forward emails, you can purchase these services separately. So these are used when you don't have hosting. Contact information, this is just the contact information of your domain, how we're going to contact you or whatnot. If you bought ID protection, you can see it's masked like this. Private name servers, this is for resellers. You need not to worry, but if you have a reseller or a VPS, this is where you would register your private white labeled name servers. If you needed your EPP code to transfer out your domain, if you were going to leave for another provider, we could get that transfer code right here. So this is where you would get that for your domain. All right. So that's all about the domains here. Now, if I go back here, I can see my hosting, my domains. And I've got our ticket desk. So if you need to raise a ticket with NameHero, once again, I recommend checking the search box. We have a lot of stuff answered here, but if you need a ticket anyways, you can come in here and go down to the right and click Open Ticket. You can see I've got a bunch of test ones. Next, you select the department. So if you're going to do a billing ticket, sales ticket, a tech support, or a migrations. So if you're going to be moving your website, let's say you're moving over from HostGator and you want us to move that website for you. Remember, we do 10 free cPanel to cPanel migrations within the first 30 days. So we'll do that as long as we're able to obtain a full cPanel backup, and the backup file does not exceed 1 gigabyte compressed. Accounts older than 30 days are subject to our hourly migration rate of $75 an hour. Most of the time we can get it done in a half an hour. First time migrations are discounted at $35. If you don't use cPanel, we have to do the manual migration. It's $75 an hour. Most sites we can do in 1 hour, 30 minutes. The first hour is discounted to $35 for new customers. And then we have a migration request form. We ask 24 to 48 hours to turn it around. Most of the time it's within a couple of hours, much sooner than 24 to 48. But we just ask that in case we run across anything abnormal. So this is where you would request that information here. You'd enter the subject of the migration, the department, your hosting package. So we did keydiets.com, the priority, whatever your priority is to get it done, your message, and then down here you would enter your domain, your cPanel URL, the username, the password, as well as agreeing to that you've read the terms of a migration. So that's how that is done. If you needed to submit just a regular tech support ticket, you click tech support. We got a couple notices here for our resellers out there. We don't offer WHMCS support here. We offer complimentary WHMCS licenses for our resellers, but we don't offer the support because they encrypt their software. So we've got the links here to get that support. We also have some common issues. Again, these are some of the most popular tickets that come through. So we try to, get these issues out there to show you. If your question's unanswered in these two boxes or even in our knowledge base here, feel free to go down here and submit your ticket. So you just, put your subject of the ticket, the department, the service. We just did Key Diets here, and our priority, high, medium, or low, and then the message here. And then you could submit the ticket. So that's how you open a ticket at NameHero. As I said, if you go to support and knowledge base, you can also find our calling us, live chat, or the help desk. And we respond in 15 minutes. You can chat live with a agent, or you can give us a call, and this will open your phone device on your computer, or up here is our phone number if you'd rather just call. So that's how you handle the tickets and support. All of your invoices are kept inside of here. Again, this is my demo account, so there's no real information inside of these invoices. But this will provide you, your invoice, and you can download it and have that for your records. If you want to add funds to your account, you can go to billing and add funds. This is if you want to keep a balance on hand with us at NameHero. So for future invoices, for future renewals, you can actually fund your NameHero account. Now, unfortunately, these funds are not refundable, but they're usable on all of our products and services. So, when 3 years comes about, if you don't have to worry about waiting in 3 years or worrying about it renewing in 3 years, you can add funds to your NameHero account here. A lot of customers like to do this. The minimum deposit is $20. The maximum is $500. The maximum balance is $5,000. So you can, have quite a bit of in your NameHero wallet that will be applied to our services and products and services automatically. So that is the billing area. And again, a lot of people like to add those funds so they don't have to worry about upcoming invoices. If you want to promote us at NameHero, so if you want to join our referral program, as I said down here, this is expiring at the end of 2018, so please don't click there. Affiliates, you're going to see the affiliate program link. The legacy platform that is expiring, so that will be removed shortly. So you'll click affiliate program, and this is how you apply. This tells you about our affiliate program. You can make up to $125 a sale. This is based on how many sales you send a month. So if you send between 1 and 5, you get paid $50 a sale. If you send all the way up to 21 or more, you get paid $125 a sale. So again, the more you send, the more you make. We pay our affiliates by PayPal. We do have some exclusive training, and once again, this is on our blog and in our knowledge base. And we convert very, very high at NameHero because of our reviews. So if I go down here to the bottom, you can see this review page. Feel free to reference this to the people you're referring to us. This will help your conversion rate big time because these are verified reviews. And so this, these are real customers, and so you can sustain your claims when you're referring us. So make sure you share this page, and it converts very, very nicely. So to apply for the program, you would just click apply now. and you have the applications. You would just submit this, and our team will get back to you in a couple of days with your application. So if you like your experience at NameHero, you want to make some money by promoting us, the biggest compliment we get to referral, so why not get paid for it? And this is where that is taken care of as well. All right, so that covers our hosting services, our domains, or our affiliates, our billing and support. Let's talk about domains. If you want to register a new domain, you would just click register a new domain. And this takes you to that search engine, our instant domain search. So I can type in whatever here. A lot of NameHero customers, once they get going with this, they like to register all their domains with us. They like our search engine, they like our service. So, this is where you would go to do that. If you get tired of the instant domain search, you can always go to the basic search. And, I don't know why, but some people like to do that too. So you could type in, and I just completely misspelled that, but just the basic search engines here, and this will generate some suggestions as well. If you need to come up with some names, if you want to transfer a domain, it's right here. You click transfer. You would need to get your auth code from your current registrar, so make sure to get that from them. I showed you the one there for a domain earlier in my video, but this is if you're moving from GoDaddy or Namecheap, you would get that from them. And if you click help, this will tell you, or hover over help, it'll tell you about it, where you get that from. So that's how you transfer a domain. It's how you register a domain at NameHero. And of course, all your domains are kept in this little interface here. So that is getting started with NameHero. That's how you sign up your account, and what to do once you have your account, and how to navigate through our interface here, and set up that two-factor, change your password, manage your invoices. Again, all the emails are archived inside of here. And one thing I do want to cover too, there is a WordPress installer inside of cPanel. Our one-click installer and staging is all inside of cPanel. So whenever you're wanting to work on a specific domain, all that can be found inside of cPanel. So like the WordPress installer is down here under Softaculous. See the WordPress. So keep that in mind, whenever you're using us, that, if you need to install WordPress, it's specific for that domain. So you have to go to that cPanel. If you're using a VPS or a reseller account, you have to log into the cPanel of the specific user. So the NameHero interface is one, but then there's another. The cPanel interface is a completely independent interface as well. So feel free to let us know if you have any questions. That should answer, hoping this will answer a lot of the pre-sale inquiries we get, a lot of the getting started queries that come into us here at NameHero. Because remember, we want to make your experience with us fantastic. And so if you have any other questions, let us know. I hope this video helped you get your account online, set up, and explained how everything works here at NameHero. From time to time, we make tweaks and stuff to our interface, but we try not to do any huge design overhauls to this interface, so it stays the same over the years. So you can easily find stuff and navigate your account with us. Make sure you do check out the affiliate program, though. You can get to it here. There's also links to our blog and, our About Us and all that stuff down here at the bottom that you can check out. So thanks so much for watching and using us here at NameHero.com.